Welcome back to another episode of Multiblock Madness, where the factory's a little bit bare. So what I've been doing in between episodes is quite a lot, really. Quite a lot. Been moving stuff up to the space station. What I've come down here to grab is my power, and actually that's going to be an issue because you won't be generating any more power, and then we'll run out of power. I think when we demolish this, I don't know if anything will retain its power. That's okay. I think we can take this with us. But yes, been doing a lot, working on the space station. It's coming along alright. Definitely using it as an opportunity to try and keep things tidier. Yeah, there's a bit of cabling all over the show, which I could probably run a little bit better, but it's okay. And we're moving the reactors to the moon. I think setting a bunch of reactors up on some craters. Hopefully we can find like some craters next to each other. I reckon that could look kind of cool. Because I don't want to deal with radiation at my base. It's pretty much the go there. So some stuff is still set up here. I could probably take the suit workstation. It could be handy to have a spare spacesuit down here, though. Actually, this isn't going to make a difference. Yeah, I might make sure I set up a spare spacesuit down here, because I haven't quite got a safe room up on the space station yet. And also, I just cleared out some of the stuff I've been getting from this farm. And I got 12,000 solidified experience, and food is no longer an issue. You got Domino's specials absolutely everywhere. 190 levels sitting in there. 65,000 gunpowder, so we're actually voiding it now. And a bunch of junk. It's so many creeper heads. So many creeper heads. But enough of this. Let's go have a look at the space station and set our power up as well. I'd like to be able to keep an eye on it from up there. So here we have it. This is what I've got done so far. And yes, much tidier. There's some graphical glitches going on over here when these pipes get something in them. For some reason it flickers. Don't know why that is, but and also our flight stops working when we change dimensions. Got a bunch of machines set up here. Still partway through some stuff. Like I figured I can probably automate the atomic reconstructor, but I haven't actually done it. This is just sitting here. Yep, nothing actually happens. But these machines here are all set up for the autocraft. Well, not all of them. A lot of them are set up for the autocrafting. And I solved the wall problem because, apparently I didn't solve the power problem. Oh, of course. Power is going to stop working. So actually this might run out of power soon. Still got those spectre coils hooked up, but where do we want to set up our power? It's not massive, so maybe we'll set it up here. As this thing grows, it's probably going to become an issue though. And now we can keep an eye on our power here, which is doing pretty well. The reactors have actually been off for a while. We're currently extracting 33,000 RF a tick. Must have been some machines filling up. Actually, this will be a good test. So when everything's running, sitting at about 3,700. And I suspect that's probably mostly the heater over here and perhaps our applied energistics, although that's only hooked up at the moment to those spectre coils. We probably want to fix that actually. I've been making flux plugs. And receives energy. No, this one. I'm just waiting for the point where we run out of one of the ingredients. So yeah, we'll keep the flux plugs hooked up. But we also want to power this. He's not even extracting anything at the moment, but yeah. Yes, so the cabling. I mean, this looks a little bit messy. I guess unless you're like planning beforehand where you're going to run stuff, I don't know how you avoid doing this. I mean, I could keep like breaking and replacing and moving stuff, but this is okay. It'll be fine. I mean, it almost looks kind of cool. Like this part looks cool. This looks like a big bird nest. Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah. We got cables running all over the show because we've got auto crafting hooked up. I don't know why I ran these down so much. I guess it's fine. And yeah, we're going to have lots of things automatable now. Like we'll be able to... Do we have like an input? Oh, this guy doesn't input anything. But things like our crystallizer, we should be able to put recipes in here now. Like I've set up the cables so that... Oh, the multi-jump on the boots is annoying. Set up the cables so that it should extract out of the output and just go back into... Oh, it's going into the back of the ME interface, so that'll just get stuff back into the system. But yes, this has taken quite a while, to be honest, setting everything up. And there's still some stuff we haven't, like our plastic setup isn't back up here. And I've just been working on this, and I think it's time to work on quadrupling. So this guy's set up. I sort of modified the shape of the building to try and fit him and make him look like he kind of fits, but... Yeah. Yeah. He's fun. He's like too big. I mean, I could have set him up like in the middle, but no. So, we've got a chemical injection chamber. This is a much more compact system than we originally had. Because I did just have it sitting outside, so lithium coming into this guy, getting turned into sodium and chlorine, and we actually want to avoid excess sodium because we're not using sodium yet. The chlorine is coming along into this guy. He's also getting hydrogen from this guy. So we probably actually want to dump excess. It's probably going to have to be both. Unless we set up a second electrolytic separator. Because we could be like full on hydrogen. Or we could be full on oxygen for the next step of the processing chain. So this dude is going to get the hydrogen chloride, and ores are just going to go into him. Not going to mess with ore quintupling this time. It really was just such a hassle for very little gain. And we're going to have void miners, so I don't see there being a point in being that efficient with our ores. But quadrupling, yes. And plus, like, or octupling is a thing with rock hounding. But rock hounding's confusing. Oh, and the space station rotates slowly too. Which I think's really cool. Really cool. But what we're doing is making the purification chamber. He takes in oxygen, and apparently you could use flint for oxygen. I wonder if it's worth it. Like, I wonder if it would be worth it to ever do that. Maybe. Anyhow, let's work on this guy. So, as expected, I don't have much of this stuff. An enrichment chamber. Apparently I taught an enrichment chamber, which leads me to believe maybe I did make this machine earlier. Unless the chemical injection chamber used it. But let's make an enrichment chamber then. Yeah. I haven't tested out all of the auto crafting. So, hopefully everything works. But we might occasionally run into situations where it doesn't. Oxygen here too. It's kind of cool. I still need to void excess hydrogen when we get to that point. So, enrichment chamber becomes a purification chamber. I think these guys want the gas upgrades actually. Now we could plonk him there. And ores would go from him into him. But then we've got to deal with the annoying cabling. Because we need to run pressurized tubes. So if we run this maybe this far, and that'll just keep all the cables far enough away from each other. We'll just pipe into that guy. What I have done in the past is just keep stuff in stock, but no, that's going to be... Let's not do that. So, purification chamber. You are going to want some of this oxygen. Nice, you now have oxygen. The next step in the processing chain is we get clumps and we want to crush these. Right. Probably, I've almost got the stuff for that. 2 circuits. And a casing. Oh, lovely. And 1 crusher. And we will work on the tier upgrades. I'm actually already auto-crafting them. So you can go directly beside this guy. So you're going to crush stuff. That's going to give us the dirty dust, which then needs to be enriched into the actual dust. And this is where we're going to run into the situation where not everything, I think not everything, like dirty aluminum dust can be enriched into pulverized aluminum, but that can't be processed in a regular smelter. And we could we can do it with sand. Okay, but then what about osmium? Because we're going to get dirty osmium dust processed into osmium dust. And that can only be processed in the blast furnace. Okay. So I think what we probably want to do is just have all the dusts going into the system. And then perhaps keeping them in stock in the machines that are going to do that processing. Because I think everything should get to the dirty dust stage. So then we enrich. We need an enrichment chamber. Didn't I have that taught? I did. Yeah, every material I think should get to the dust stage. But then, yeah, to turn it into ingots, sometimes that's a different process. Oh, we should probably just bulk craft a bunch of steel. And 1 enrichment chamber later. So he's going to pretty much be the final step. And then we're just going to chuck stuff into an interface. And I guess we're probably going to want to have an interface on this guy. Oh, we need another one. So if we have an interface here, then we'll just cable, like extract, which means I probably could have laid this out differently. Let's make this compact. Because we don't need to interact with these things. Oh, we need to connect to that though. Right. Unless let's do it this way. Extract items, they're going to go into here. He's going to output, auto output on. You're going to input, auto output on. You are going to input. I actually want to output out the bottom. My only concern is he won't accept power from the same side that he only outputs on because we haven't set it, but he might. We'll put 4 extract speed upgrades on him. Yeah, we still got the Space Dragon. It's kind of cool. I like it. But, okay. Then we want that interface. Should be here. Which means we're going to have to run a cable. Oof, that's a lot of cable to run from all the way over there. Yeah, because I want to keep stuff in stock. We could have an ender chest for ores. And it just keeps all the ores in stock for that ender chest. So that's going to be a whole bunch of cable. Let's do it that way. So you are going to... we might have to have a conduit. Because I don't know if you'll input... let's try it. So wait, if you input from the top... And we put some osmium ore in here. No. Okay, cool. So, input. Insert. On. Blue. Extract on. Blue. Always active. You're away. These obviously need upgrades, and the gas upgrades are the most important one. I did find that out the hard way. You definitely want to put them in these machines. They definitely want the gas upgrades. Cool. So this is all working. And he's going to enrich the dust. That's kind of done. Obviously the speed upgrades and energy upgrades still need to go into these guys. But we'll get to that. And then somewhere over here, I mean, I guess we just do something like we did here. Like, it doesn't matter exactly which cable things are connected to. Let's get our multi-tool. There he is. You don't connect. No. That's wrong. That's wrong. We might actually want multiple ME interfaces, right? Huh. I mean, let's get rid of this guy. Let's put the ender chest here for now. And if we get an ore, like iron ore, we say like keep in stock. And then we have to do the extract thing. You're going to start getting ore. But the issue is we're going to want to put more ores in here than what we have. Like, I guess we just go through and figure out what can go through that process. Like bauxite can't. Rutile, I'm pretty sure this can. I think nickel can, I think tin can. Tin can. Yeah. And this is obviously going to take a very long time to process the back stuff of ores that we have. Okay, time to put some upgrades in these guys. And we've also ran into some other issues. So they're all going to want energy upgrades. And there's probably some other machines here that might also want energy upgrades. But we want maximum speed here. Maximum speed here. Guess maximum speed here. Ooh. So we need to dump excess of both, I think. Why are you not getting power? Are you just drawing too much? You might just be drawing too much. It's drawing 25,000. So that's more than these cables can handle. You're drawing 4,000? Wait, do you hit? And you've got full speed upgrades. Right. So let's take out some speed upgrades, because you've got energy. Now drawing 10,000, that's reasonable, but these only transfer 32,000. $20,000, that's a lot. We probably almost want like a gas buffer here as well. Would make sense. See, this guy's catching up. And then we can get some of our tier upgrades. 4. Let's get 4. And I guess 4 of these. Yeah, the issue we've ran into is when I've moved my blast furnaces, they've lost their upgrades. They've lost their heat. So I need to reset up the rock hounding machine for making alloys, the metal alloyer, because we can no longer process osmium dust or like tungsten or anything, which is annoying. So I'm never moving these again. That's the plan. I mean, I'm not planning on moving again. I think this is probably going to be our final base. I do want to try the tier upgrades. We got any of them finished? We got some. Is that not how this works? Oh, I've got the wrong tier installer. Oh, we never taught the basic one. That'd do it. Eventually got there. Yep, had to run another line of stuff, so cables are getting very messy underground. But that's okay, or under the space station. And yeah, planning to have more machines along here. So what I'm planning on doing is, I know if you fully upgrade split on, if you fully upgrade some of these machines, ones further down the line don't keep up. We'll do them all to the current tier that we can do. Auto split on. Let's just see what's going to be happening. Not enough power. Needed 1.1 million. Let's take some speed upgrades out. Needed 1 million. Wait, oh no, using 8,000 arithmetic. So he's keeping up fine. Not a problem. So we could put a speed upgrade, and where's my energy upgrades? Wait, where am I? Oh, I've already put the energy upgrades on, right? Yes. Let's check a speed upgrade on. This guy's keeping up. These seem to be keeping up, although... No, hydrogen and chloride are going down. Because you need to... Why are you not inserting? Oh dear. Oh dear. Cool. Alright, we'll leave that like that. He's going to definitely run out of... He's actually not too bad. This might build up over time. So this can keep up fine. Let's check another speed upgrade in. We're going to have to sort power out very, very soon, which will be cool. So... Yeah, are you not keeping up now? Yeah, numbers are going up, so eventually he wouldn't keep up. This guy's fine and this guy's fine. Right, and you have how many speed upgrades? 6. You really want another one. Then you use way too much power. Right. Let's take a speed upgrade out. Let's leave that there for now. Because he's not using too much power. This guy's actually okay. I guess, well, if that's the case, if he doesn't use too much power, let's upgrade his speed again. And he can just back stuff. Because these guys are keeping up fine. Right, cool. And then I was making a frame, which is there, so we can make a redstone furnace. And this is probably going to be the first of many. Nice, we need another interface. A bit of processing to do there. Oh, love having the auto crafting set up, and we'll just chuck him on there and teach him, or get him to keep in stock some of the dusts that we can process in him. So I think some of it might be like pulverized. Yeah, like lead, yes we can. Coal, we don't want to touch that. That we can't. But these ones we can. And I've actually already got uranium going into this guy. He's very slow, but yeah. Power is going to be an issue very, very shortly with how much we're using. Yeah, we're draining 36,000 RF attack. Cool. Going to be time to Let's make a reactor, and we might just stop this guy. He'll stop. We'll stop using so much power here. Might have to make that guy bigger too. And this will at least bring our power down to, once things catch up, should bring our power usage down to a more reasonable level, because we're only making, what, 19,000 arrow per tick? Yep. Right, time to move the nuclear reactors to the moon. And next episode we'll set up the next step in the reactor chain. I'll find a design. And we're on the moon, but it's extremely dark at the moment. This should be the turbine. Yeah, lighting is an issue. Seems like night lasts for a really long time, but it also means that day lasts for a really long time as well. So I think it's set up. I think we're good to go. Yeah. I think we can just fire this guy up. We got water coming in. Steam should come out and go into the inlet. Should spin the turbine, and then we just need to hook up our flux plug. And I've also even made sure that we're within chunk borders, which is definitely something you want to do. I actually assembled them back here before, and then like some of the multi-block was in this chunk, which, apart from the fact that I'm sort of running out of chunks to climb, sometimes you can run into issues doing that. But we should be good to fire this guy up, I think. So, heating 0. Turbine needs a switch. Turbine's away. He was making a whole heap of power there for a second. And he will drop back down to his original power. Nice. We've got, this is how much fuel we have left at the moment. We could probably craft more, actually, thinking about it. But nice. Reactor setup. I would show you what it looks like on the moon, but yes. In this crater though, and then I figure we'll set potentially a lot of stuff up here, and we could even expand over to this guy. There might even be craters around here as well. But yeah. Could put a dome over top. Make it like a thing. But yeah. Cool. Let's head back to the space station, because this chunk is loaded. I'm just got to remember that that's our fuel in chest, and that's our fuel out, because we probably want to start reprocessing that. And we should see power's coming in, but we're using more than we're producing. But that's okay. Let's create a flight again. I think it's probably these things are still going. Oh, you've stopped. These have all stopped. Ooh. I wonder what's using all the power. Oh, maybe because we're processing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what's using all the power, but yeah, we'll come back next time, and it's time. It's time to build the next reactor. But see ya in the next one.